Title: Musical Maverick. Bill Lee, the bassist and tune architect for Spike Lee's early flicks, bids adieu at 94. TL.DR. Jazz virtuoso and composer Bill Lee, known for laying down the groovy soundtracks for his son Spike Lee's initial cinematic outings and creating folk jazz operas, hit his last note. After lending his skills to music legends like Bob Dylan and Aretha Franklin, Lee ended his grand 94-year symphony in his Brooklyn residence. Among his creations were tunes that stirred the soul and provoked thought on themes such as racial violence and the trials of black jazz musicians. Picture it, the curtain falls on a grand 6-decade-long performance of Bill Lee, the maestro behind the magical string bass that vibrated through live shows and over 250 record albums. This guy jammed with the creme de la creme of the music world, including Duke Ellington, Simon and Garfunkel, Judy Collins, and Peter, Paul, and Mary. The power of Lee's music lay in its diversity. Can you guess the common thread between a feisty, independent black woman in She's Gotta Have It, 1986, a satirical take on black college life in School Days, 1988, and the touching struggle of a black jazz musician in Mo Better Blues, 1990? Yes, they all tapped their feet to Lee's tunes. Not just content with being the invisible hand behind the scenes, Lee also had cameo roles in All But Do the Right Thing. Even Spike Lee's sister, Chua, got in on the action with parts in all 4 films. With an artistic vision as sharp as his musical prowess, Lee gave us an early treat with the score for Spike Lee's short, Joe's Bed-Stuy Barbershop, We Cut Heads. This little gem became the first student film featured at Lincoln Center's New Directors/New Films Festival in 1983. Talk about a family of trailblazers. Even as we remember Bill Lee's monumental contributions to music and cinema, it raises the question, how does one man's legacy continue to influence and shape the landscape of art and culture? From a bassist to a composer, Lee wore many hats, but at the heart of it all, he was a storyteller. Through his music, he told stories that danced, cried, loved, and fought. He brought to life experiences that most of us would never understand. So, are we ready to keep his legacy alive, to let his music continue to tell stories? Disclaimer: this article does not provide any type of advice that can bring legal issues like health, investment, or otherwise, and is intended only for informational purposes. Let's sign off on a thought-provoking note. If we could choose, what kind of stories would we want our life's music to tell? Share your thoughts and keep the conversation going. Bill Lee has left us, but his rhythm lives on. So, how are you going to groove to it?